So this video for me is really more of a test on syncing audio and video. But while we're doing it, we're going to also take a look at a little track that we're doing, and I'll show you how I sort of mix it. I'll mix it all kind of wrong compared to, I guess, what everyone else does. But it'll be fun. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're breaking down the track at the moment. So everything, usually I like to use the stereo outputs on a lot of stuff, and I only like to mix in some small individual elements on the individual outputs. Main things I like to go through the stereo outputs, it kind of gels everything together. So for example here we're using the Korg X5DR, which is basically a cheap version of the very famous 01WR, and that's going into this crappy little submixer because my little Soundcraft broke. That's being squished with a bit of the dry signal. That comes in here under the auxiliary mix. If we cut, oh shit, knock that down. That is the Korg playing multi-timbrally. Then we have a hi-hat and I think a shaker from the MPC. This is all being sequenced from there as well. There is, as you can see, these are effects returns. What they're showing here, these things here, they're effects returns, and we can toggle on the meters if I want them to show the effects return or what I'm sending or receiving even, because these are also, they can show the buses. So hence when I play my Korg 700S, you'll see reverb and delay coming back. And we have, if we mute, we have a tiny bit of a flanger on the hats, so we can, in fact what we can do is we can take it out of the mix and we can just hear the wet signal. There isn't any wet signal because these are being compressed. They're going to 7 and 8, which is the nano compressor. The main mix is again being squished through a 36 to 80, which is being mixed with the dry signal. So we've got a very swish signal and we've got dry signal as well. So we still have some dynamics. You will have heard, if we take this out, there is some ambience. Ooh. And I always like to put in my tracks just very low in the mix, just some stuff, whether it's like fake, no, not fake, but you know, record crackle, vinyl crackle, whatever, just very low in the mix. Don't know why, a lot of my stuff has it low in the mix. Sounds of the forest, eh? And then we got, this is the Blofeld with some reverb and delay. Delay's always been the EM600 by Behringer. I've got the real deal line 6, but I've always used that Behringer for many years. Reverb is always the same. LXP15 Mark II. There's not much to it, to be fair with you, really. And it's quite cool because these are logic operated, so we can bring stuff in, and you know, we've got memories. This clears everything that's muted now, so we can there you go. So mainly that's the sort of thing. We got different patterns and sequences here. This brings in the that bit of the chord. Yeah, so let's keep it on the 10 minutes. Oh, sit down a bit. We can actually go through all the parts, can't we? Kick drum, which is the Korg, whatever that is. That nice synth sound. I shouldn't be doing this for you. Mr. Fingers bass, straight out of Compton there. Yeah. Don't know, you can't really hear that. Really small hats. More cymbals. Oh, you got that thing there. Got some strings. Oh, there we go. That's the Italian dream house right there. Bonga bonga. There we go. There's your. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, why not? That's generally how I do it. So when I use the S900, I like to squish that main output. I've got one mix output, everything's hot as fuck through it, and then we got a few little bits on the when I mix the S900, maybe that'll be the next video, who knows. This will be a pain in the arsehole to edit, I'm sure. Boom.